Hey everybody, it's me, Marquita. I was just coming to give an update. Um, you don't have to turn it down, Gary. Yeah. Okay, so last night I did a video. I don't think I uploaded it, but I had a headache. So, and it was like anytime I raised my eyebrows, it felt like the middle of my head. I felt like it was pushing up. So I was like, oh no, I got water retention. Because it wasn't hurting my eyes. Like, my eyes was not hurting. It was the middle of my head. But it was when I raised my eyebrows. Like, raised my eyebrows and widened my eyes. So, I have, like, an old prescription. Hold on, let me see. You can't even read it. As you can see, it's an old prescription. Well, y'all can't read it, but it's the acetazolamide 500 milligram extended release. Anyways, as y'all can see, old prescription. Like, I got this filled June of 2020, but y'all can see how full it is. Alright? And so I say that to say, what? What is that? Who is that? I don't want to be no library assistant, Gary. I'm not. No, I'm just saying, if they closed it, why would they need one? I don't know. But remember, we got the. I don't know, Gary. Okay, so I was coming. Okay, so I didn't I got that prescription. I think I got 120. Okay, it was 60, the quantity of 60 with 5 refills before April 2021. Anyways, I kept that medicine because it's like, if my pseudotumor come back, I could just try to take it and hopefully lowering the fluid, before it goes into a full-blown pseudotumor cerebrite headache cycle. And like I said, my cycle of my pseudotumor was 3 months. It's like from headache day 1, it lasts for 3 months every single day. And I have a VP shunt. I got the VP shunt so that I did not have to take water pills. Okay, I did have to take water pills afterwards. I think I got a spinal tap February of 2016, and I almost died. Literally, because I told y'all how I feel about the ER, because every time they give me IV fluids, because I'm weather sensitive to the cold, so I go in, they're giving me cold saline, and then the hospital's already cold, so then I literally stay cold, not on the outside, like my skin on the outside is, like, my normal temperature is 95 or 96, it might be 96. Like, my normal body temperature is like 96. And so that's why I always say, like, when my temperature is like 99, that's a fever for me, because and I know they're like regular body temperature is 98. Okay, but my normal body temperature, because I'm not a carbon copy of everybody, my normal body temperature is 95. So when it gets up to 99, that is a fever for me, for my personal body. Now, like I said, I have sickle cell trait. And most people that has sickle cell trait has no symptoms, because they have half healthy cells and half damaged cells. Okay. Now, and that's a question, a little side quest. What makes your body decide which ones are not going to be healthy and which ones are not going to be, and which ones are? Gary, have you ever thought of that? Because it's not like it's not like the same sickle cells. Like when you lose red blood cells, it's like bone, like, so it's like your body is continuously making red blood cells. So what makes some of them not form right? Okay, side quest ended. Back on the main path. Yes, I weaved, but I let y'all know that we was weaving on over there. We wove back. We're back. Now, like I said, I have sickle cell trait. I don't have the full disorder, the full disease. I only have the trait. That means only one of my parents had it, and that parent was my daddy. Or is my daddy, sorry. Huh? It says it is it. Yeah, which he says he don't have it. And I'm like, you have it. Like, I am you just a female. But, like, if y'all see my daddy, y'all will understand. Like, now they ain't got teeth. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, you look just like... And they say my granny's name. And I have to admit, I do. It's weird because, like, the older I get, I look exactly like my granny. But I also look exactly like my mama. And it's not my granny on my mama's, or it wasn't my granny on my mama's side. It was my daddy's mama. But like I said, so I think my daddy, and it's weird because, like, if you looked at him and his daddy, he was his daddy's twin. But like, I look like him. And I'm like now, like as a kid, if you only seen my mama, then I look like my mama. But like if you seen my daddy, like I look like I favor him. But like I am my mama and my granny's twin. That's how I feel right now. But it's another layer of things that I'm trying to work through therapy. But so I have sickle cell trait because of my daddy. And so that most people that has the full disease, they are weather sensitive. But the heat makes them sick. What was that rapper? Gary, who was that rapper that died? If y'all know what I'm talking about, guys, the rapper, I don't remember the name of I know that I heard their songs, but I don't remember their name. It was a man. But he had sickle cell anemia. He had the full disease. And, I don't have sickle cell anemia, but I am anemic. But it's weird. Like, I have, 5 of the 7 things. Like, I'm just throwing out a number. Like, what my point of me saying all that is, even though I just have the trait, I do have some of the symptoms as the full disease. And for people that don't know, No, my trait cannot turn into the full disease. No, that's not possible. It's not migrating, and like, no, a person that don't have it, no, you can't catch it. The only way that somebody can catch my sickle cell trait is they have to come out of my body. They have to be my kid. That's the only way that they could catch sickle cell trait, as if I physically gave birth to them. Hence, why my daddy has it. And hence, why I only have the trait because my mama didn't have it. So yes, my girls don't have it because they did not physically come out of my body. My sister don't have it because we don't have the same daddy. We have the same mama, but we don't have the same daddy. So, just in case y'all like, well, what about your kids? Have you got them tested? They have been tested, but the only way that they could get it is if their daddy or somebody in their daddy's family. Like I said, I don't know his 100% history. I don't know about his family history. The only thing that I know about Bio is literally at 10 months, he looked at Hannah, he looked at Savannah, he goes, yep, she's mine, and she's gonna be allergic to everything. Now, what made him say that Savannah was gonna be allergic to everything? Yes, she looks like him, but funny thing is, he didn't lie. He didn't lie. Like I said, he looked at Hannah, he looked at Savannah, he goes, yep, they're mine, and she's gonna be allergic to everything. And me and Gary, we looked at each other, and I'm like, yeah, right, nobody can be allergic to everything. So at 3 years old, when they got tested, they was like, Savannah's allergic to everything.
Y'all got proved wrong.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, why did he look at you? Because he looked at Hannah, he looked at you, and he goes, yep, they're mine, and she's going to be allergic to everything. And it was like, okay, first of all, they're twins. So, like, what makes her, out of the two, going to be allergic to everything? And then two, okay, nobody's allergic to everything. And then, like I said, at 3 years old, when they got tested, they were like, oh yeah, Hannah, she's good and da da. But Savannah, she's allergic to everything except codfish. And I'm like, say what? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, he was right. And the nurse was like, who was right? And then I was like, Bio. And I explained that. She goes, oh, well, yeah, that is usually something that gets passed down. But I literally, like I said, when they were 10 months, that's when he said that. And then he was proven right when they were 3. But no, I guess because you look like them, so he was like, yep, and she's gonna, and I'm just like, okay. Like, it could have been Hannah, it was a 50-50 chance. That Hannah could have been allergic to everything, and you could just feature him. I'm just saying, it's like I said, I don't know his history. That was the first time I ever heard of, of somebody being allergic to everything. Like, yes, I heard of the bubble boy, but it's like, come on now. But anyhow, I digress. So I am weather sensitive, and so I was feeling horrible after that spinal tap. And I said, I'm not going to the ER. I'm not going to the ER. And then I was in bed for I didn't get out of bed. And it was like going on the second day that I didn't drink anything. I didn't eat anything. I didn't even get up to use the bathroom. And that's when Gary was like, so I'm either going to carry you to the car, or you're going to walk to the car, or I'm going to call the ambulance. And I was like, fine, I'll go to the doctor. Went to the doctor, they're like, well, I need you to pee in this cup. And I was like, fine. So I went and peed. My kidneys were already shutting down at that point because that urine didn't look too good. It looked like apple cider, boiled apple cider vinegar, not vinegar, boiled apple cider apple juice. It was dark, and they're like, yeah, we're giving you 2 bags of IV and a bag of antibiotics. So that was the last time I had a spinal tap. So, cutting back to last night. We're back to present. Okay. Present today. I'm talking about why my body hurts. Okay, so y'all know I went to the doctor in March. And because I moved in this apartment in March, my doctor told me I'm not giving you any water pills because you have pageants. And I was like, okay, told the office I'm still in this apartment. The 6th will be 1 month, technically the 10th, because we signed everything and like we didn't move in till the 10th, which was a Monday, because they could not move the internet until the 10th. So we don't have cable. The girls love their tablets. I like YouTube videos myself. Okay. So we moved in officially on the 10th. Okay.
Those were the most boringest days of my life.
Yeah, well, my doctor, she gave me the letter on the 11th. They didn't cut on the internet till the 12th. I was getting to that, man. Okay, so we slept here on the 10th. Like, we've been sleeping here. Like, of course, we don't have that other apartment. But, like, we officially been here 100% full time since the 10th. And my legs were starting to swell. Gary says, like, physically on the outside, he said he didn't see no swelling, but I was noticing as I was walking that my legs were feeling tight, and it felt like my shoes were starting to cut into my feet. Gary checked, which I filmed. I don't think I uploaded it, but I filmed it. He says it's not like holding any water or anything, so that's good. Maybe they were just swelling because that was Wednesday. Today is Friday, but that was Wednesday, and we have therapy on Wednesday. So we got up and I've been and I was sitting for what would that been? 10 to 1. I was sitting the whole time. So maybe my legs were swelling because of that. Anyways, and then we drove back here to the house. But, so last night on the 3rd, like I said, I had the window up. Babies was in the window. The cats was in the window. Is that Biscuit over there?
Yeah.
Is Ori over there?
Yeah.
I knew it. I seen you licking them.
What?
Leave Biscuit alone.
What?
No, it's okay. Never mind. Never mind, Ori. Ori was licking her funky legs. Cause I seen the leg and I was like, "Oh, my bad, Ori. Dang."
What you do?
She looked at me and was like, "How dare you look at me clean my leg?" Hold on. What?
Video showing why we need to change your messages on that beautiful.
Okay, well, can I finish?
No.
Alright. And so I took 2 of these water pills last night and woke up this morning, and now my bones are in pain. I couldn't even hardly get out of bed. What? Oh. I couldn't even hardly get out of bed this morning. You can act scary. So, Like my mama always said, hard head makes a soft ass. My doctor didn't want to give me water pills. Why didn't your doctor want to give you water pills, Keita? Because you have pageants. Keita, what's pageants? Pageants is early onset of osteoporosis. What does that affect, Keita? What does osteoporosis affect? Osteoporosis affects the bones. Why does it affect the bones? Because you're not getting enough calcium and vitamin D. How do you fix that, Keita? You fix it by taking calcium pills or calcium supplements and vitamin D supplements. Really, Keita? Why don't you do that? Well, I'm glad you asked, Keita. I don't do that because my body don't absorb the calcium pills. All they do is sit on my stomach. And then I poop them out and they make me have a stomach ache because they're just sitting there. My body's not absorbing nothing. I can't take the juice, cannot take the liquid. It has too much sugar or something in it, and it makes me have a dumping syndrome. If you don't know what dumping syndrome is, please look it up on your own leisure time. Now, vitamin D. I can take the supplements, but my body will not absorb them. So I can only get calcium and vitamin D by foods or outside things, not by supplements, not by pills. Hence, why I have to get iron infusions because I cannot take iron pills. Why can't you take iron pills, Keita? Keita, was you not listening? My body don't absorb it. All that it does is when I take iron pills, it sits on my stomach. Then I start burping up bacon. Tastes like smoked bacon. Well, that should be a good thing. Bacon is delicious. Yes, Keita, it would be delicious if you like the taste of meat. And since I don't like the taste of meat, and I definitely hate the taste and smell of bacon, that's not a plus. I don't want to be burping up bacon. And I know it's not physically bacon, but it tastes like smoked bacon. I don't want to be burping that up because I don't like bacon. If I like bacon, that might be a happy little plus, but I don't like bacon. So, I know y'all like, okay, we don't care. I know you don't care. I'm making this for me if you choose not to listen. Like I always say, listen to me at 2 times speed.